Join us as we explore career opportunities and options in the film and creative industry. Welcome to Real Talk. Join us as we explore career opportunities and options in the film and creative industry. Welcome to Real Talk. Join us as we explore career opportunities and options in the film and creative industry. Welcome to Real Talk. Join us as we explore career opportunities and options in the film and creative industry. Welcome to Real Talk. Join us as we explore career opportunities and options in the film and creative industry. Welcome to Real Talk. Welcome to Real Talk.
Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining us for another episode of Real Talk. And for those of you who have watched the other episodes and are still watching, an even bigger thank you. We have a few guests today from different fields and expertise in the creative field. Um, Teka, ulitin ko muna yan. Let's take two. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Real Talk. And to the ones that have seen and watched the other episodes in the past, an even bigger thank you. We have young creatives with us today, and they are in different fields and have different expertise. But we're here to ask them about what they're up to, what they're doing, and what the future holds for them. And so, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our first guest. Her name is Julie Valencia. She's a slashy who's worked and done a lot of different types of roles and jobs in the video production and creative side. She's had 5 years of experience in the production industry. She's directed, she's edited, she's designed sets for branded content, for events and corporate videos. She's worked with local and international brands such as Body Shop, Burger King, Electrolux, Tiger, and Paymaya. And so let's check out some of her works. All right. So those were some of Julie Valencia's work. Our next guest is OL Babasa, who also has a creative spelling in his name. And he is an experienced design director for Macan World Group Philippines, one of the largest and leading integrated marketing communications firm. Um, he's also a member of the production and live events team for Philippine Wrestling Revolution, the country's premier professional wrestling promotion. Yes, we do have our local wrestling promotion event. And let's see some of OL's works. All right, that was some of Owl's works. Our next guest is Vladimir Castañeto, who's a freelance visual artist based in the Philippines, experienced in working on advertising materials, feature, and indie films. And his main focus is on visual effects and 3D. So let's see some of what he's done. All right. Thank you so much for having us, for coming on the show, guys. Let's show you on the screen.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello po, hello.
Hi, guys. So I'm gonna start off with a few questions based on what we've read and what we've heard about your credentials. Let's start with OL. OL, explain what an experienced design director does.
Okay. So, as an experienced design director, yung role ko is to oversee yung mga digital customer experience for yung mga client brands namin. So, I work hand in hand with an experience mapper. So, kung sila yung parang framework, sa kanila manggagaling yung kumbaga planning, my role naman is to flesh out those frameworks and those strategies, flesh it out with concepts and ideas, and then eventually, yung mga concepts and ideas na yun, isa-send over sa delivery to bring it to life. So, parang ganun siya. Part of my job also is to provide yung clients namin a digital brand persona, if you will. So, whatever you see sa mga client brands na we handle, um, part yun ng job namin. So, yeah.
Okay, so specifically like parang like if let's say I'm a brand and I say I want to promote a lens and we're doing maybe an event in a mall, what do you do? What's your role in mounting that?
If we're doing a live event, usually, syempre, kailangan we need to raise awareness on it. So, part of my job is to, kumbaga, develop like a communications on digital. If paano natin
So
siya
promotion.
set up, promotional, and at the same time, um, if you want yung live event na yun to be broadcast on digital, so we will be able to help you out with that as well. So anything that is related to digital, sa amin dadaan. So,
Okay, so like the communication, how it's
yes,
worded, where it will be posted, where it will be released, yung ganun.
yes. Yeah, so from
Okay.
yung entire journey um, from the very start na parang magsiseed pa lang tayo, teasers, whatever, to the actual promotion, to the event itself, and then kung merong post-event stuff na you want to do on digital, we can do that as well.
Okay, so even like the tone and maybe kunyari if it's a serious message or if it's a funny message,
Yes,
you parang you're the one that keeps it consistent
yes.
all out the different channels.
Yeah, syempre may collaboration pa rin siya with the brand itself. I-study kung ano talaga yung brand persona, and then
Yeah.
if medyo lost yung client, we'll be able to help them out. Syempre we need a read then on their audience, target audience, kasi mahalaga na we build relationship with our audience, diba? So it's important if to know who you're talking to. So lahat ng factors na yun, magka-come into play. when developing certain brand persona and whatnot, and tonality sa comms natin.
Cool. Oh, ikaw Vlad.
Yes po.
What's the most memorable feature in the film you worked on and why?
Um, Probably Dementia.
Okay.
By Direk Jun Lana. Ang nagbida dito is si Nora Honor. And ito kasi yung first feature film na ginawa ko. This is 2014. Kaya sobrang, parang dito nag-start yung career ko kasi as a visual effects artist. Dito nag-start lahat. Kumbaga, dati nun, syempre, parang gusto ko lang mag-work into film industry eh. Then, nung nabigyan ako ng chance, ito yung first project ko. That's why, ito siguro yung pinaka-important project for me na film sa akin. Ayan.
So I guess it was a good experience kasi gusto mong tumuloy eh. hindi ka nag-give up eh.
Actually, sobrang challenging niya kasi most of the stuff na we do, kunyari sa school namin, is walang ganun eh. Kumbaga, first time experience, ako yung nag-explore ng mga ways, techniques, kailangan gawin. So basically, ano siya eh, parang learning experience siya na na talagang doon ko nagustuhan yung visual effects mismo.
Cool.
Yung challenge.
Ayos. Hanapin namin yan sa sa torrent. Loko lang. Kung may original copy or original platform na ilagay natin sa description yung link. Julie, ikaw, I know you've just moved to the States recently. Are you working already? Are you looking to study? What have you been up to?
I'm looking forward actually to work sa New York after this pandemic, so hopefully soon. Pero before, I was actually working with a social media influencer on her YouTube channel. So I was helping her build her YouTube channel. So nag-gain naman siya ng followers and subscribers. So, yeah.
There in the US.
Yeah, in New Jersey too.
Okay. Cool. And then I guess what type of work or what type of field are you looking to get into if you had an opportunity to choose?
I'm still gonna go through the commercials, branded content, ganyan, advertising. I still want to focus on the advertising part of the production.
Okay, and then doing what specifically?
Now more on focus na muna ako as an editor. So since it's gonna be a new environment for me kasi ako syempre mas matagal ako nagtrabaho sa Philippines, and now new environment na for me. So parang I want to start kung mas marami kasi akong real kumbaga as editor eh. So parang gusto ko doon muna and then mag-grow ako. Let's see. Pero for now, editor muna.
Okay, cool. Okay, ikaw naman OL. What has been the most satisfying thing about your profession now and what has been the most difficult?
The most satisfying part of my job right now is to see how yung clients namin are applying yung mga digital solutions na we created for them, the digital customer experience solutions na we're developing for them. So nakakatuwa lang na pag nakikita namin siya ni-utilize ng clients on Facebook, on their different social media platforms, and even on their websites. So parang it's surreal and at the same time very satisfying. Right now, ang pinaka-challenge lang for us naman is since everyone is shifting towards digital ngayon, ever since the lockdown happened, even the past couple of years, diba? Everyone is more present on digital now. Ang nagiging challenge is for us to stand out. What's something we can bring to the table. So parang everyday iba-iba yung kumbaga demands ng clients for them to stand out versus their competition, ganyan. So yun yung pinaka parang kailangan planuhan talaga. So, yeah.
Okay, kasi I guess compared to before when it was just TV and radio and billboards, parang it's only a few companies that could afford going there. So your competition are just a few, as a client. But now
Yes.
that it's online, almost everybody, whether small, medium, or big business, can get on there, and so it's a more challenging a challenging situation for a client or a company to stand out, and
Yeah,
that
and
falls on your shoulders.
yeah, and hindi lang competitors yung kalaban mo sa online. Even like basta may Facebook page ka, may pa
Yeah.
yung mga favorite TV shows mo or even yung mga friends mo na nag-share ng memes, lahat yun kalaban mo for attention sa social media. So it's our job to make our stuff thumb stopping. We call it thumb stopping. Para mag-stop talaga sila mag-scroll and tingnan yung ads mo or yung mga content mo. So,
Cool. Ikaw, Vlad, you talked about your most memorable film, but in terms of your profession in general, what is the most satisfying thing about it, and ano yung mahirap?
Probably when you finish a project. Kasi months of sleepless nights talaga siya eh. Parang patuloy kang gumagawa sa isang shot. Isang shot yung ginagawa ko for a couple of weeks. So, the fact na natapos mo siya and nasa big screen siya na napapanood ng maraming tao, yun yung pinaka-satisfying moment sa job ko. And probably the hardest is the process itself. Kasi maraming challenges and kumbaga hindi naman lahat ng mga pinapagawa sa amin ng client is nagawa na namin. Kumbaga yung director may bagong idea, never pa namin na-try or nagawa. So yung mismong pag-formulate ng solution, yung paghanap ng solution to do these things is yun yung pinaka masarap na yun pala yung pinaka mahirap na challenge dito sa trabahong to, yung paghahanap ng mga solutions. Pero yun.
Yeah, actually we were discussing in a previous episode na for visual artists and for graphics, parang a lot of times even in the States, even when the software can't do whatever is trying to be accomplished or trying to be made for the story, they actually write code and
Yes.
and they add to the software so that the software is able to do that. Pero dito parang bihirang ginagawa yun, no?
Actually, I do write codes then for
already?
yes. Most of the stuff kasi, especially repeating processes, it's much faster to write it in code than doing it repeatedly. Kumbaga, mas magandang i-code na lang talaga yung mga ganong bagay. And yung mga kunyari math, yan. So inaaral ko din siya up to this day na parang kailangan kasi talaga makipagsabayan tayo dun sa ginagawa ng iba. Kasi syempre hindi naman one click wonder yung softwares eh.
Yeah.
Kumbaga nasa user pa din yan. Kung may gusto kang gawin na hindi kayang gawin ng software, try to find ways to do it by yourself. So yung coding is another way to do things, parang ganun.
Para makahanap ng solution.
Yes.
Pero interesting kasi left brain, right brain type siguro yun kasi you get into visual effects and graphics and 3D because you want to do design, you want to do nice looking frames, ba? Tapos you realize along the road kailangan mo rin pala ng math.
Yes. Actually, parang pag nakita niyo yung mga visual effects artists, sila yung parang doing both. Hindi sila pwedeng design lang. Dapat tech savvy din sila parang technically rin sila inclined, kumbaga hardware, softwares, kumbaga yung technicalities ng mga bagay dapat alam mo as an artist pag visual effects artist ka. Yun yung difference, unlike sa kunyari pag magpe-paint ka, parang merong isang way to do it. Pero pag visual effects artist ka, sobrang daming ways to do one thing.
Kanya-kanyang diskarte.
Kanya-kanyang diskarte siya. So, depende kung gaano ka technical sa ginagawa mo. Pwede mo siyang padaliin or pwede mo siyang mas pahirapin.
Megapos.
Kumbaga, mas mas kung may kikita nyo po sa mga sobrang experienced na visual effects artist, laging yung mabilis na way yung ginagawa nila. And yung mga beginners is mas sila kumbaga dahil hindi nila alam yung software, parang hindi sila technically inclined, ang dami nilang ginagawa na unnecessary things, kaya mas humihirap yung project and bumibigat. So, basically po, as a visual effects artist, kailangan mong maging both. Maging right brain and left brain person pagdating sa Yes po.
That's, that's a good tip for the young ones that are looking outside looking in. Ikaw, Julie, I guess in terms of your career so far and moving forward, you said you wanted to do editing and pursue that. What has been the most satisfying thing about that, and ano yung mga difficult things that you've encountered so far?
Siguro for me, yung pinaka-satisfying thing is when you press export, tapos submit mo na siya sa client. Like siguro lahat naman tayo pag okay tapos na, last pass na to. Yun, syempre very satisfying. Syempre pag sinubmit, approved na ng client. Once na receive mo yung call or yung email na okay, approved na to, ready for publish. And then once na publish, parang sunod-sunod yan Once na export, approved ng client, and then publish, and then makita mo, especially if it's uploaded on social media, you're gonna see na ang daming tao na nakapanood nung produce niya na video. So, syempre, very satisfying siya na ang daming pinaghirapan from start to finish, from pre-prod to production to post-prod. Ang daming process niyan Hindi lang siya, okay, 1 week, kaya natin yan. Syempre, may mga requirements na gano'n, na 1 week, which is part of the difficulty na din. Well, I guess yung tight deadlines. Pero at the end of the day, it's very satisfying to see your project being consumed by the public, no? And then yun nga, yung difficult...
Laging may bagong problema no?
Oo, diba?
Project, kaya sobrang satisfying pagtapos.
Yung kala mo, planchado na lahat. Okay, ready na tayo, ganyan. Pero during kunyari, sabihin natin, shoot day or tripod pa lang, may problema na. So, alam mo yun, yung after from pre-prod, prod, post-prod, approved, sobrang satisfying. And then, siguro nga yung most difficult is na yung tight deadlines. Siyempre, ang dami ding mga clients na okay, kailangan namin ng ganito next week. Hindi yung hindi siya ganun kadali. Tapos, yun, isa pang mahirap is yung consistency ng project. Kumbaga, hindi siya yung parang food service na laging may mga taong magko-consume, di ba? Yung for production kasi, you could say na seasonal din siya So, may mga months na patay, ganyan. So, maraming affected, ganyan. Especially now, during this pandemic. Yan.
Sakto, diretso na natin sa next question. Pero interesting, wala sa inyo nagsabi yung most satisfying yung pag nagsabi yung client na payment sent. So, i-connect natin sa next question. What have you been up to the last 2 months, Julie? Yung na lockdown and all this whole pandemic. Kasi even though we're miles apart and away, you're in the States, we're in the Philippines, we're in the same situation as you. What have you been up to?
Netflix. Yun. Ako, I've been actually learning more stuff now nag-try ako mag-cinema 4D recently, tapos na-realize ko hindi talaga siya para sa akin. Iwan ko na yun kay Vlad, pero hindi talaga siya para
Tawagan na lang si Vlad pag may kailangan na gano'n.
Tawagan ko lang si Vlad. Ayun, nag-try din ako ng nagbabasa ako libro ngayon. Ito, meron akong book na binabasa, pero nakasimula ko lang.
Ayos.
Yun, pero mostly manood.
So learning
Learning.
while on lockdown.
Yes.
Ikaw, OL, what have you been up to?
Quick kwento lang. Nung February, I went to Singapore to visit friends, and then pag uwi ko dito, so that's around first week of March, yung company namin was like, kung galing ka sa mga certain countries na to, including Singapore, you have to take a 2-week, kumbaga self-quarantine bago bumalik sa office. So,
Ang aga ng
so
quarantine mo. 2 weeks earlier pa than everyone.
so, So after 2 weeks, yung day na babalik na ako sa office, dun na nag-start yung lockdown natin. So, ang joke ko palagi sa office is meron akong 2-week head start. Meron akong 2-week trial of the lockdown, of the quarantine. Pero
So, kung
for
lahat kami
us, since we're a
natatagalan,
digital
pasalo ka.
agency, yes. Oo,
Kung lahat
grabe.
kami natatagalan.
Meron akong 2-week head start. So, huling kita ko sa outside world, March 1 pa yata or March 2. Yeah. So, ayun. So, ayun, since we're a digital agency and mas yung mga client brands namin, mas gusto nilang maging present now sa digital more than ever. Kasi yun na lang yung kumbaga pinaka-accessible na medium ngayon since walang kumbaga mahirap kumuha ng spots sa TV, syempre.
Yeah.
Tapos patay lahat, gano'n. So lahat digital. Mas kumbaga yung work namin same pa rin. If not medyo dumoble or dumami because everyone wants to stay relevant syempre on
So you're
digital.
still working from home?
So, yeah, I'm still working from home. So yung 2-week na self-quarantine ko, nag-work from home na ako noon. Ngayon, naka-leave lang ako pero still working. I have ongoing projects right now. Tuloy pa rin yung trabaho. So parang normal pa rin in a way na parang meron pa rin work. Pero ngayon, medyo weird lang na nandito lang sa bahay instead of nandun ako sa office, nag-edit or kung may shoot man or yun, medyo weird lang. But yeah.
Cool. Ikaw, Vlad, anong ginagawa mo the last 2 months sa bahay mo?
Netflix lang din. K-drama.
K-drama. May episode kami na K-drama.
Pero actually, on and off ako. Gumagawa ako ng personal artworks para lang, kasi it's been a while na parang puro work yung ginagawa ko, puro trabaho. So, I need to do something for myself then. Kaya gumagawa. Yes, actually, yung robot na ginawa ko. So, sobrang dami kong ginagawa na ganun. Pero from time to time, Netflix yung pinag-uubusan ko ng oras kasi nakaka-drain din talaga. Na nasa bahay ka lang. So, Netflix tulog. Ayan. Tapos aral din, syempre. Probably this quarantine kasi sobrang daming lumabas na bagong update sa mga software. So, I've been trying out din yung mga features na nilalabas nila. So, yeah.
Cool. I see OL touched on this na rin. So I'll ask you also, Vlad, no? How do you think work has changed or will continue to change comparing before we hit this pandemic and then now, during, and then after? For you, how do you think it will change or how do you think it has already changed?
Actually, I don't feel the change yet in terms of working kasi as a freelance artist naman, I've been working remotely. So, most of the time, nasa bahay lang talaga ako nag-work. But,
Dati ka pang naka-lockdown.
yes. Pero yun yung siguro best way to say it na naka-lockdown ako dati pa. Pero siguro yung projects, yun yung nagbago. Yung quantity ng projects and sobrang scarce ngayon ng companies or kahit anong post house naghahanap ng artist kasi nga walang project. So yun siguro yung pinaka bad impact nitong quarantine na to.
That's true. Kasi now lang din nagsa-startup mag-resume ng operations yung mga companies eh. And then 2 months din silang zero eh. So they still have to figure out what they're going to do moving forward. So lahat ng creative side nakatenga rin.
Yes.
Ikaw, Julie, in terms of, you showed us a book kanina. What are, for you, the best resources that you've discovered? I mean, to inspire creativity. Like, if you need inspiration, ideas, what do you do? Where do you go? What do you look to?
Yeah, and syempre, yung isa na yan yung book. And then, syempre, recently, we've all been watching Netflix, no? So, malaking part din yan kasi nakikita mo yung kung ano ba yung what's up to date na ng mga videos, ng mga films, mga series, ganyan. And then, syempre, yun din yung nagbo-boost ng creativity mo eh. Tapos meron din naman, YouTube will always be there, Vimeo will always be there. There's always like blogs like film school, ganyan, to learn. And yan. And if you have budget, masterclass.
Ikaw, Owen, saka pag na-brain drain ka na or wala ka na maisip na ideas for your clients, where do you go to get inspired?
Dati nung medyo normal pa, lalabas ako ng office, lalakad-lakad lang ako sa BGC. Usually, I can pick up a thing or two to get inspiration from. Kasi honestly, personally, I believe na wala naman talagang best resource for inspiration. Anything and everything can spark an inspiration sa'yo. Eh. So, yun. Pero ngayon, since we're on lockdown, bago ako matulog, like after work, I go to Netflix or YouTube, take in as much content as I can. Then kapag meron akong nakita parang something, okay to, I'll take note of it. Tapos, baka ma-apply ko siya in the future, ganun. So, I'm a very visual person na parang kung ano yung makita ko lang that can spark inspiration agad. And I have like sa phone ko marami siyang notes na tinitake down ko para di ko makalimutan. So yun, to Julie's point, YouTube, Netflix, yan, okay yan ng mga sources of not just entertainment but inspiration to spark your creativity.
Cool. Ikaw Vlad, pag madami na hinihingi yung client na wala sa original yung usapan at na-frustrate ka na, saan ka pupunta? What do you do?
Instagram, yung pinaka main source ko inspiration. Kasi I follow hashtags na related sa ginagawa ko. And I follow people na sobrang inspired ako sa gawa nila. And pag nababurn out ako ng ideas, so nag-scroll lang ako sa Instagram and bigla na lang may lalabas doon na post na sobrang unique and I can use it as an inspiration on my work. So, yun, Instagram and probably
TikTok.
So, siguro pinaka best tip ko sa pag ganyan is follow lang yung mga idol mo, yung mga na-idolize mong tao, and yung mga content na interested ka. Kasi for sure, meron lalabas dyan na mag-spark ng interest sa'yo.
Cool. Ikaw, Julie, so now you wanna zero in on editing and stuff like that, no? So what do you think would be the best tools for you in terms of the editing route? to grow your skills? Like, is it practicing a certain software? Is it watching certain films? What are the best tools for you in terms of how to grow your skills now?
Siyempre, nandun pa din yung technical skills, no? Siyempre, you have to learn how to use your program properly. Hindi lang siyempre, kailangan mo din ng shortcuts. You have to build your shortcuts too. Yan, para mas mabilis yung workflow mo. Siyempre, yun nga ako, I've been learning recently more YouTube pa din. Kasi YouTube University, ang daming skills to learn dyan. And recently, I told you nga kanina na I tried to do Cinema 4D. I only learned through YouTube, pero ang dami kong natutunan naman.
Mm-hmm.
And yan, part na din yung watching a lot of movies.
So research and resources online.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ikaw OL, tools and materials to make you better at what you do.
In terms of content creation mismo, YouTube, a lot of YouTube, a lot of Google, how to do this, how to do that. I also follow yung mga blogs or like Facebook pages on digital content creation, just to keep me updated lang on trends. So I guess what I'm trying to say is just don't stop learning. So tuloy-tuloy lang yung pag-learn kasi trends can change like in an instant. So you have to keep up in order for you to stay relevant. So ayun, stay informed palagi. So,
Nakakatawa if we were talking about this same topic siguro in 20 years ago, ano kaya sasagutin nyo? No? Kasi wala namang YouTube, wala
Library.
library.
Netflix. So yeah, I guess the younger ones and the up and comers have a wealth of advantage coming in, right, compared to when we started, when YouTube wasn't as populated yet with good ideas, or there wasn't Netflix. Ikaw, Vlad, what has been crucial in expanding your skill sets and your toolbox?
Probably Google. Kasi especially sa panahon ngayon, medyo gusto ng tao yung yung spoon-fed lahat. Which is mahirap siya pag sa work mismo kasi maraming unexpected na ibibigay sa iyo eh. Kumbaga, probably kasi ako nag-start talaga ako sa research lahat sa Google. So, pag may gusto kang mangyari, Google, hanggat meron kang mapipiga na information sa Google, use it. Yun yung best resource is talaga learn to research. Yun yung mabibigay kong tip talaga, research. Tapos sa materials naman, depende kasi, especially sa work ko, kumbaga sa tools and materials, maraming softwares and softwares come and go, and especially ngayon na sobrang bilis ng technology mag-evolve. Meron ng machine learning na medyo nate-threaten na yung mga artists kasi marami ng automated na nangyayari ngayon. So, parang as an artist, kailangan mo talagang i-push yung limits nung kaya mong matutunan. And like Owen said na never stop learning, always be a student. Yun Kasi kunyari, pag tumigil ako ngayon ng pag-aaral ng 3D and then stock up ako, in 1 to 2 years, siguro obsolete na yung knowledge ko. So, yun. So, yun lang rin yung take ko.
Oh, I guess if we stop learning now as a 3D artist, in 2 years, yung ginagawa mo in 30 minutes, kaya na palang gawin ng 1 minute.
Yes, probably.
Okay, so related yung next question, ikaw na rin muna, Vlad. Your message to people starting out. Kunyari, imagine mo sarili mo 18 years old ka, gusto mong iniisip mo, papasukan mo yung VFX and 3D, or someone you know is thinking of getting into this, ano yung message mo or yung best advice that you can give that person?
Probably take it slow and step by step. Kasi mahirap yung nag-aaral ka ng marami at once. Kasi wala kang nakukuha. Siguro yung mabibigay kong tips sa mga gustong matuto, just focus on one thing first and then jump to another once na medyo confident ka na dun sa first na inaral mo. Kasi as VFX artist, yung pag marami kang inaral dahil sa sobrang technical ng field na to, hindi ka gagaling on whatsoever. Yung skill set mo magiging subpar lang. So kung magpo-focus ka kunyari sa editing, edit ka lang muna. Take your time. Parang ganun.
Cool. Ikaw, Julie, based on experience, what should they expect and what should they prepare for? What advice would you give them?
Siguro, for me, malaking bagay yung connections, no? You always build your network. Tapos, syempre, maganda yung marami kang kilala sa industry. Kasi, paano ba? Paano ba siya explain? Alam mo yun yung, kunyari, ako kailangan ko ng editor, ganyan. O si Vlad, ganyan. Pasok natin. Syempre, mas matutulungan. It's not just na matulungan mo yung sarili mo to build network, but you're gonna also help other people to have to be part of a certain project, ganyan. Tapos, syempre, mas marami kang matututunan the more people you know. Hindi lang basta connection, oy friends tayo, ganyan. Syempre, marami kang matututunan. Marami kang matututunan sa kanila. Always ask, yan. You can be an apprentice for a director, for an editor, pwede yan. Hindi man lang, minsan hindi siya paid, ganyan, pero malaking matututunan mo as a startup.
Cool. Ikaw, OL, anong advice or message for someone who wants to get into maybe agency creatives?
Yeah, I guess hindi lang talaga apply sa digital agency or whatever. But like in life na rin, I guess. Agree naman ako kay Julie siya, kay Vlad. But I think ang pinaka mabibigay ko lang na advice is don't be afraid to fail. Actually, there's no such thing as failure kung pangit yung output mo or hindi siya to the standards na ina-expect mo. So don't treat that as a failure, but treat that as a learning experience. Kasi yung mga mistakes na magagawa mo early on, kaya mo pa siyang i-improve moving forward. So nakuha ko to actually dun sa mga, like kunyari si Kobe does this, si Beyonce does this. What they do after each game, after each concert, they watch back yung performance nila. They take note of kung ano man yung mga mistakes na nagawa nila and then try to work on it, improve on it para sa next game or sa next concert, okay yung performance nila. So, in a way, if you're like a video editor, if you're a cinematographer, or basta you're part of the creatives, parang go back and watch your previous stuff or the past stuff and then compare it with what you're doing right now. Makikita mo na meron difference in terms of how you executed things, how you planned things out. Kasi for sure, based on your mga previous stuff mo, natuto ka na dun and then na-apply mo na siya sa mga current or like future projects. So don't be afraid to fail. Learn from it.
Nice. All good lessons to keep in mind. Last question for all of you. OL, start na rin.
Yes.
Where can they find your work or stuff that you've done? Do you have an Instagram that you post your creative work or Facebook?
Makikita na lang yung mga IG stories ko sa Instagram. Owl will read at Owl will read, OWLWILLREAD. So follow me on
We'll
Instagram
put
and
that
on
all.
Twitter, same handle. And then also sa yung PWR stuff namin, of course, follow PWR on Facebook, Philippine Wrestling Revolution. Search nyo na lang. Tapos kung may makita kayong blue check, yun. That's the official page. On Twitter, PWR Official. And on Instagram, PWR Official as well. We're also on YouTube. So just search Philippine Wrestling Revolution on YouTube.
For mga wrestling fans na dating wrestling fans or naghahanap ng nostalgia, check that out. So, ikaw, Julie.
Subscribe lang sa vlogs ko. The joke lang. Instagram at Duleh, DYULEH. Vimeo, vimeo.com/JulieVR. Yun lang.
So, Vimeo and Instagram. Ikaw, Vlad, yung robot at saka ibang works.
Follow
Vlogger
nyo sa
yan.
Instagram sa
Meron ba?
Vladimir.fx. So basically VFX siya with my name.
Ayos.
Vladimir.fx and VladFX on Facebook.
Alright. So, anything to plug? Yung iba? Wala naman. May mga concert? Wala.
PWR Homecoming. The show.
Okay, sige. Thank you guys for coming on the show, and we definitely
Thank
learned a
you.
lot from you guys. Hopefully, when we check back on you, maybe next year we can compare notes as to what happened to your careers.
Definitely, sure.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
see you guys.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.